Hey, this is Abhishek, and today in this video I'll be going to demonstrate my eight, excuse me, okay, eight access, eight video on database, which and today in this I'll be uh, telling you about triggers. So actually, what trigger is? Actually, trigger are stored programs which are automatically executed or fired when the events occur. And triggers are in fact written to be executed in the response to any of the following events, such as when a database is manipulated or the data when a database manipulation, that is we can use either delete, insert or update, or when a if a if a database system like a database definition, such as like to create, alter, or a drop, or database operations uh, like log off, log on, startup, or shut down a server. Or okay, so now these are the set of the questions which I'll be explaining using triggers. So what we have to do, actually we have to create a simple trigger that does not allow insert. It belongs to the manipulation, data manipulation, and after that we have to update, delete operations on the supplier table. So 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 over here, so over here in this you can see uh, I used like a create or replace trigger. So basically all the functions for like to make a procedure function or create or replace a trigger. Some the basics, the first of the syntax is like a create or replace trigger before insert or delete or update on supplier 338, as in the table it shows create a simple trigger that does not allow insert, and we have to use the operation on the supplied table. Our table name is 338. That's where begin raise application error this or not. We are mentioning a passing argument over here and not allowed in this table. So this is the message that will be displayed. So over here you can see if we insert into the supplies value, like we have we have given a random value over here, like a text is Soren. Then after that x, there's a date over here, then another text over here and some numbers over here. So when this happens, it states like it gives a no, output like message like not allowed in this table. Error execution is error during the execution of a trigger. So now moving on to the second question. In the second question, we have to create a trigger to ensure that to ensure that does not contain the duplicate. So if there will be any duplicate data, it will say that the trigger will be occurred. So over here you can see we created a create or replace the trigger check duplicate. It is a check duplicate is the name of the trigger before inserting or update on customer 338. This is the table name as customer 338. For each row declared this variable we have taken for the checking for the duplicate number, and we have the data type is number over here, and after that begin select count customer id into v. There's a variable and customer 338 where the conditions is given like customer name is equal to new dot customer name and customer address is equal to new dot customer address. If there's the number where if the number increases, then if it's just a kind of a loop. If something if the duplicate has been deducted, the number will be, it will be increment over here. So if the number is greater than 0, the trigger will occur, and this following message, like it's a kind of alert, will be displayed like this: a customer already exit and insert is cancelled. So so now over here, if we try to insert into the customer 338 with the values we have given over here, it says like insert into the customer 338 values this much, this customer already exists, the insert is cancelled. So now moving on to the third, it says like create a trigger that raise an user defined error message and does not allow updating the the order table. So this is we are create or replace the trigger. The trigger name is Q3. Before update on order 338 begin, raise application error, not allowed to update the order. And it says like trigger is created. Now if you try to update, it should show that not allowed to update the order. So over here, uh, if update order set customer, we are trying to update the table, that is order 338. If we do so, so it will be it will it will alert the message like not allowed to update the order table. Now moving on to the fourth one. Fourth one says that write a trigger to update the order table where uh, uh, customer ID is updating in the customer table. So we have to write a trigger to update the order whenever the customer ID is being updated. So this is the like create or replace the trigger after update of customer ID. Whenever the customer ID will be updated, the trigger will be displayed, or it will occur on the customer 338 for each row. Begin update order set order 338 dot customer ID, a new customer ID where customer ID is equal to old customer ID. And now the trigger has been created over. So so when whenever the, as in the question says like whenever the any customer ID is updated, the trigger will display a message that the customer table has been updated. Now the fifth question says like create a trigger for EMP table in, it will update another table salary by inserting the values. So here are the syntax for creating two tables. And now see over here, we actually we created a table, one table as all this is over here, one table I already created, but I forgot to mention over here. So this is the syntax for creating another, the tables have been already created. So now create or replace the trigger, this is the trigger name after insert on SRM EMP. This is the name you can see over here. The SRMMP is the name of the table over here. So don't think it's like a keyword for each row. This is for each. This is loop over here. For each row, begin insert to table name, that is I name, total employee, and total sal, that is for the salary values, new I name new, and new salary. The trigger has been created. So if we insert, like insert into table name values, and we give us like name and ID and salary, so one row is created. And when we check, when they like select star from table name, the value has been displayed over here. So this was my video on triggers SQL. So thank you for watching this video.